Welcome to Hero Wars Info. My name is Ryan. Yesterday I went through the top 5 heroes that I was going to be building if I was just starting fresh. Today I'm going to be going over numbers 6 through 10. And as a reminder, these are the specific order that I would be trying to build them up. So yesterday, as a recap, we had Nebula, Sebastian, Lara Croft, who if you just started playing today, unfortunately you wouldn't be able to get her because she just came out with an event last week. Then we had Lyria and Aiden. Now, a lot of these heroes require the Hero Soulstone boxes to be able to get their souls. So I understand that not everyone is going to be able to level these up to max star or even be able to get them. So today I want to go through the next 6 through 10 heroes that I would be leveling up. And if you need to mix and match, and let's say you don't have enough souls to get a Aiden, then obviously you can put a replacement in from these heroes that I'm going to be talking about today. So let's go ahead and start with number 6. So number 6 is everyone's favorite anti-mage, Isaac. Isaac is a phenomenal hero. He is good in both PvP and PvE and is critical to Osh teams, and there are a lot of Maestro teams that he's good at as well. So he's absolutely a hero that you want to build up. In addition, with the team that we already have built up, the one I've been talking about, the Lyria, Lara Croft, Nebula, Sebastian, Aiden team, he can fit really well into a lot of those spots if you're facing a mage team. So he can go along with that physical attack team, and since he is a physical attack hero, the additional bonus that they're going to be giving him will also enhance his abilities. So just absolutely a phenomenal hero to level up. I would absolutely have him at the next hero that you're going to be trying at number 6. Going on to number 7 is Martha. Now, the reason I chose Martha is because she's also pretty critical to Osh teams and Maestro teams. And she's decent at PvP, but she's not great. I think she used to be better at PvP. She still can be, depending on the team that you're facing. But I found I use her a lot less than other heroes in PvP just because she can be stopped. But in PvE, she is one of the best heroes to use, specifically the Osh team, because of her speed up ability that will increase allies' speed for 6 seconds, 250%, which is just amazing ability whenever you're just trying to maximize damage. So with hero number 7, let's just go ahead and make sure we have the perfect Osh team already built out so that you don't have to worry about that. And she can still be subbed in on particular places with the team that you've already built out. If you don't want to put Aiden in for whatever reason, you would be able to have Martha as a replacement healer. Number 8. Now this one is a little bit more optional. Me personally, I would be building out Ishmael. Why Ishmael? Well, he really still goes along well with the team that I've already been trying to build out. And here's the big plus. You can get Ishmael Soulstones. If we go into the Merchant, and I believe it is the Grand Arena Merchant, you can see here Ishmael Soulstones I can actually buy. So it's not someone that I would have to use the Hero Soulstone chests for. And because of that, it makes it a lot more accessible for newer players. He can also replace maybe a Lyria at the very beginning of your team if you aren't able to get her yet. But Ishmael, it would be a great replacement and someone that you can continue to build up and just make sure that you're getting these 5 soul stones daily from this shop so that you can start to fill in the pieces. Now, I'd use a lot of teams with like a Lyria, Ishmael, Sebastian, Lara Croft, Aiden, and that's a phenomenal team, especially in Area of Conquest, which, as a new player, it's going to be, I think, very essential to do well in the Area of Conquest to get as many prizes as you can, because those prizes are amazing for new players. So if you can have a good AOC team that is hard to beat and you can take the middle, you and your team can get a ton of points just to give you more and more resources. Next up, number 9. So this one is going to be a user's choice, but I'm going to say a tank. And for me personally, I'm going to be choosing Astaroth. Why Astaroth? Well, he's a very solid all-around tank. He can stop a lot of physical attack teams right? So if you're facing a team that's similar to yours, like the Lyria, Ishmael, Sebastian, but maybe it's stronger, you can change out and put Astaroth in with his armor artifact, which will really slow him down. Overall, Astaroth is just a solid tank, and the nice part about him too is you get him at the very beginning of the game. So again, if you can't get some of the heroes that I've talked about beforehand, Astaroth can be a great hero to level up. And you can see here, you can get his soul stones from the actual campaign. So you should be able to minimum get 3 a day once you've gotten decently far, just by going to these campaigns and raiding them 3 times. This is guaranteed 1 of his soul stones if you raid it 3 times. Sometimes you get 2, maybe even sometimes if you're lucky you get 3. But you will be able to continually build him up to get him stronger very early on. So if you want to have a team built and say you can't get the Lyria, maybe you can't even get the Lara Croft, go ahead, feel free to build up Astaroth. He is going to be a hero that you will eventually want to build up anyway. So spending resources on him is not like you're wasting those resources. They're still going to be good. You still will want to build them up later. And you'll be able to have a viable tank that will help you to get through more PvE content. Now, I say it's user's choice because I think there are a lot of choices. I can't definitively say there is one best tank in the game. If you want to build up Corvus, do it. If you want to build up Rufus instead, feel free. There's a lot of tanks to choose from. Each of them have their kind of niche abilities. I think Astaroth is able to be used in a wider variety of teams, which is why I chose him. But I can't say he's absolutely the best for certain, but he is a very solid tank, and which is why, and easy to get. Specifically, you can get his soul stones early, and you get him early for free. So that's why I bring him up as a good choice. Now lastly, the last hero I want to be talking about is we're going to start to go in a completely different direction. So if you've noticed, a lot of these heroes are based off of physical attack or pure damage for like the added effects of Sebastian. But almost all of them have been physical attack heroes. So let's start to add a little bit to our arsenal. And that's why I'm actually picking Heidi as the number 10 hero to build up. Heidi is also accessible, meaning that you can get him from the campaign. If you see, there are some missions, and let me see if I can find them, like right here in Chapter 6, where you would be able to start to get his soul stones. And I think he actually even comes a little bit earlier, in Chapter 4. And yeah, I think that might be the earliest in Chapter 4. But you will start to be able to collect his soul stones, and from there start to build him up just a little bit. Now Heidi is a phenomenal hero. He actually even used to be a little bit more meta before the Lyria teams came out, but I still use him probably in 50+% of my teams, and he is an amazing anti-Dante hero, which you will still see Dante occasionally. The reason is because he's a dodge hero, he can dodge, and he does pure damage, and which makes it very hard to counter for a lot of teams. If you have like Nebula next to him specifically, that's one of my favorite combinations because Nebula powers him up and he just does more pure damage across an entire team with his poison sphere. If he's able to throw like 2 of these spheres out with a boosted Nebula, that team's going to be going down pretty quick. He also has a lot of other things that make him harder to kill, such as his spy camo. And by now, you probably have a lot of saved up items that are going to be able to be used for magic heroes. So let's go ahead and dive into that. He's relatively easy to get. He's a very, very powerful hero that can be used in quite a few teams, and he is accessible. So just a lot of reasons why Heidi would be my number 10. So as a reminder, Isaac is number 6, followed by Martha at number 7 just to complete the Osh team. Ishmael at number 8 as a more accessible option for Lyria. / you can still use him with Lyria teams if you were able to get Lyria. Then number 9, any tank. I said Astaroth just because he is a little bit more flexible. And then number 10, trying to get into a little bit more pure damage, different ways to deal damage with Heidi. Tomorrow, I am going to be going over my 11 through 15 heroes, but thanks so much for watching.